everybody. You can never go wrong when you come to Tuba City Bashes. They have the best donuts in the whole world. Yes, that is correct. I said whole world. That is my favorite. My dad is going to try a pumpkin cream cold brew for the first time.
It's good.
It's good, huh? Pumpkin cream cold brew from Bashes, Tuba City, Arizona. And they spelled my name wrong. Bennett, good morning, you guys. Are you guys ready to stretch your legs and walk around? Say hi to Jeff. This is Jeff right here. Say yeah to Bennett. They are waiting patiently in line. Look at that guy. He's like, let me out. So I just let out the sheep right now, so they're gonna go walk around for a bit while I get my backpack. Inside my backpack I have a book, I have some food, and this is what sheep herding is, just basically walking with your bros and watch them as they exercise their four legs. And yeah, one of my favorite memories I have while herding sheep, I have so many memories, and one I could say was a pretty funny memory was when me and my niece were transferring our sheep from upper sheep camp to lower sheep camp, is what my grandparents always called it. It's kind of like the sheep stay there for winter and they come down to lower on summertime. It's just the way my grandparents always had it. And so the memory is so me and my niece were transferring the sheep from upper to lower, and we were on a quad. Once we were getting closer to lower sheep camp, we ran into the storm. It started raining out of nowhere. I don't know, we weren't even prepared. We had no jacket, we had no umbrella, no hats, no nothing. So luckily we were so close to home, but the rain hit us hard, and luckily for this tunnel here, we got shelter. So every time I see this tunnel here, it reminds me of that day. We were about, I want to say at least 30 minutes underneath this tunnel. We were waiting for the rain to die down, but it never did. It kept raining and raining. It kept raining harder. Then it started hailing, and we're like, oh my gosh, the house is just right there. So we just said, okay, we're just gonna get back on the bike and go for it. So we went back on the bike. We made it to the house safely, but we were so wet. And that's just one of the memories I like to share. So if you have any memories while you were herding sheep, please share. Comments down below. I would like to read them, and yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I like to hear other people's story, and like right now, I'll share my mom's story.
During my days when we used to herd sheep, me, Teen, Benny, Clara, and when we used to go herd sheep, we would go chase the sheep torch to get trading posts. They'll be going that way, and we'll follow them. As they get closer to the par line, when we get there, we sent Benny to get trading posts to get us some some munchies like candy, chips, pop. We'll send him out that way. We'll get all our monies together. We give it to him, and he'll ride his bike up that way along the highway, all the way to the trading post. And then he'll get all the stuff that we wanted to eat and drink. We give him what we want from the store, and he'll get all that, and then he'll turn around, get all the stuff and turn around, and he'll bring it back to us. We'll just wait at the car line for him to come back, and he'll meet us back over there, and we get all our candy, our chips, our munchies, whatever we wanted. We get those. Sometimes it's ice cream too. So when we want ice cream, we tell him, hurry up and come back before it melts. So he'll try to hurry up and come back with it. So then we'll be eating our munchies on our way back, going home. And the sheep will turn around right there, and they'll be going back to the house, and we'll be following them back slowly, enjoying our munchies. And then that's how we used to get our munchies without letting our parents know that we do this. So we used to herd sheep. So that's how we used to get our munchies delivered. And Benny was always not scared to do anything to ride his bike along the side of the road. You know how those vehicles, they go so fast. It's scary, but for him it was nothing to him. So he would ride his bike along the road all the way to the get trading post.
So the story my mom shared with me was with the tunnel, the same tunnel, is that her and her siblings, while they were herding sheep, they would play baseball underneath that tunnel. Just throw the ball, hit the ball. And she also shared with me that the sheep would sleep underneath the tunnel with them. Half of it would be the sheep, half of it would be her and her siblings. And while they were taking a nap, you know, they would lay there, and once they were well rested, they would get up and start eating. But my mom said that she can hear the sheep waking up and roaming around and eating grass, and I thought that was a pretty cool memory to share. And it's kind of funny that it's the same tunnel. Pretty curious about the next generation. I wonder what kind of stories they will share with that tunnel, you know. So walking on this dirt road reminds me of the very first time I seen my grandmother drive. Yes, that is correct. That was the very first time I seen my grandma drive. And I can't remember what kind of ride it was, but I know it was a really big white car. And it was just me and her, plus a lamb in the back. And the lamb was sitting in the back. Me, I was like all over the place. I was in the front seat, I was in the back seat. For some reason, while she was driving, I was standing right beside her. And she was driving so slow that I was able to touch the bushes. Well, these ones are kind of small, but upper, she can't have bigger ones. So as she was driving, I would be touching them. And I remember sitting in the back with the lamb, and that's one of my favorite memories too, with my grandmother. And I'm not sure, but I don't think I'll be able to find them, but there is a bush. It's green and it's really small, and they taste like salt. If you guys know what I'm talking about, comment down below, because I forgot what it was called, and I don't think I'll find it because, you know, winter's approaching. So, but yeah, that's one of my favorite memories too. And we just lick it like it's just salt. But yeah, when was the first time you guys seen your grandparents drive? Because I was shocked. I was like, whoa, grandma's driving. I was like, what? And she was driving so slow that I got to touch the bush. Yeah. Good times, good times. I miss you, Grandma, every day. So back in the day, this was the main road that people had to take to Page or Gap or Utah. You can still see the cement from the road. Then they made the new highway, which is there. So quick update, it has been about 2 hours that the sheep have been roaming around. They are right there. Man, they walk fast. It's like you look down for like 2 seconds and then, oh my gosh, Hajit the best. Man, they walk fast. So right now, I'm just like walking aside, just letting them do what they have to do. And I can see Jeff staring at me. He's like, oh, she has the camera on. You probably can't see, but I can see him. He's looking right at me. It's very quiet. There's really nothing. I don't have any music playing. I'm just like listening to the rides go by and looking around, thinking about how my grandparents used to do this every day, and my mom and her siblings and my cousins, my older cousins that did this before, you know, before I did. And yeah. It's all just staring at me. But I found a tether ball, which was back there, really old, dried up. I was gonna kick it around while I just walked, but yeah, didn't feel like it. Might scare the sheep. Yep, just walking. So I came across some cows. These are not our cows, but that black one over there looks kind of creepy. Look at his horns. I knew that was a baby cow in the bush. It wasn't moving, so as I was getting closer, it started to move. He found his mama. Mama was looking for him. This whole time, he was hiding in that bush, not even moving. So I was walking by, and I seen something in that bush, and I was like, is that a baby cow? But then at the same time, there's a lot of like tires, old tires and tin cans, whatever in the bushes here. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, I kind of see some ears. So I was getting closer to that bush and that baby cow popped out. I was like, oh. And his mama is over there. So this house I'm standing in front of is a house that was built by my grandfather a very, very long time ago. I wish I knew the year. Maybe I'll ask my aunt when I see her what year this was built. It's a very cute little house. It's nice. I remember coming here to this house with my grandparents. There was a day where I came with them. They were herding sheep and I was tired. I was small. So I went inside. Right here, right inside right here was a bed. And I remember I laid down on that bed. They woke me up when it was time to go. And like I said earlier, Gap Trading Post is right over there. So we would stop there first to grab lunch and come here and cook in the kitchen right here. I just went inside just now. There's really nothing. There's nothing inside. But this is a very cute house. I would say altogether my grandfather and a few other people have helped him build houses. I would say there's three main houses that are still up to this day that were actually hand built by him. And I like to come here and just think of all the memories that I had with him. You know, it's kind of crazy. Know if it's just me or if my grandparents really liked red, maroon. As you can see, the door is maroon. The last house that my grandparents lived in was maroon also. And I can't remember the third house, if it was maroon, or if it had a maroon door. I just noticed that like just today. Wow, maroon. So I wanted to show you guys this. So the house is here. There's a cliff just right here, as you can see. And the nice thing about you know, herding sheep at Lower Sheep Camp is my grandfather planted trees here. So during the summertime, when we have shade, when there's leaves so that can give us shade, we would, you know, shear sheep here. I remember a time when we did shear sheep here, but that was a very long time ago, and I think that was the only time I remember. And the sheep are right here behind me, so you kind of like just overlook. You can just stand here and watch them as they do their thing, as they eat. So it's very nice. I really like Lower Sheep Camp because you can just be on top of a hill and watch them. And also, I noticed that sheep are very smart. They know that the sun's going down, so they're starting to come back on their own. I was in my car for a bit to charge my phone and also eat my lunch, and I let them just, you know, walk around, and they did like a really big circle. So they're coming back on their own. Shout out to Jeff! Jeff knows. Just gotta honk that horn and he'll come back. Actually, that's more Maggie and her crew. So yeah, Maggie's a cow if you didn't know. So they have their own little trail that they made, and you can also tell because it's really narrow and it's just, you know, it just fits them and their 4 legs, and look at them go marching up. Step 1, step 2.
That window was right here. All of them were 3 windows. Wow. Oh, they took the cupboards off.
They had cupboards right here.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was a bed right here. I laid on that bed.
This is recently. This is a new one. This right here. This was a stove right here, and then our small furnace stove right here, a small one, and then there was a cupboard right here, a small counter. There's cupboard here, here all the way, and then there was little table here, bed, and then the bed here that my mom and dad used to sleep on. That's it.
When was this site built? The second half.
This one built recently, not too long ago. So this wasn't here when they lived here. This is built new.
Do you know when this house was built? This site, like what year?
I don't know. Probably when I was like 6th grade, 6th, 7th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay guys, that's going to be the end of the vlog. I hope you guys liked some of the stories that I was able to share with you guys from my mom and her siblings, and my personal stories that I have shared with you guys. And let me know what you guys think, and if you guys have any sheep herding stories. comment down below and I would like to read. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you'll know when I upload a new video. So I'll see you guys in the next vlog.